Are we having fun yet? Yes, we are. Welcome to Keanedom. I'm Andy, and welcome to another episode of Satisfactory. What we're going to do today we're going to up our power game. So far, we've done our Tower Power, which does coal power to the max, and I am enjoying that thoroughly. But we need to up our game because we're going to do Steel Plant next, and I need way more power. In fact, I need to be able to have it so that I can upgrade it later so that we can get a little oil in the mix. But before we do any of this, we need to unlock physics blueprints because they just recently came out, and I need to get over to where I need to install all this. So let's quickly unlock, and we're gonna go play with it. This is gonna be fun. Okay, what do you think I have so far? This is the preliminary I have for being able to get from point A to point B. On the top we have the be able to connect our tubes, be able to travel through. Down below we have power, and I'm using the towers because I love the towers. I think they're cool. And now that I can put this as a one whole blueprint in this whole system, it's going to be awesome. I love it. This thing is just it's fun. The only problem I have so far is in this blueprint section. If I try to categorize it a little bit more and put it into categories and subcategories, it doesn't work. I can't get it to work otherwise. I just have to have it in generic, square made, don't put it in any subcategory, and it works. But, you know, this is a trial run for everything, so. Okay, so what we need to do next is take this particular blueprintness, and we're going to have some fun with it. Here we go. And we are partway through with our travels and getting over to where I need to do this thing. But yeah, it's going so well so far. I don't even have to touch the ground. I can just set everything situated right here. Put a tube going from point A to point B as soon as it comes up. And I can just walk along. I'm going to touch the ground. I don't have to worry about creatures. It's so nice. Okay, but we're going over here. We're going over to the oil plants, and then from that point on, I need to figure out where the closest coal plants are, where the closest sulfur plants are, because we're still doing compacted coal, because we're going to take this compacted coal in the future and take down the player plant that we have for compacted coal and put up turbo fuel, which, oh my goodness, I love my turbo fuel. Okay, here we go. Okay, and here we are, the oil fields. Now, over here in this section, you got these islands, and in the islands we have the oil we're going to need in the future update. But we don't need to do that right now. What we need to do is we need to get compacted coal, and that's where we have set up. So this one comes over here, and stops, little pit stop. This one takes over, and we're going to go into towers. We're going to go into towers, and now because we need to be able to get the compacted coal over to this point in the future, so that's where we're going to make our compacted coal plants, at least temporarily. But we need to get over and start this thing up. Let's go. Okay, I have found a relatively good center point right here. It's relatively, this is where my plant is going to be, and it's where all the oil is, more specifically. That's where I need to be able to have everything situated to. But these three question marks, those are the three coal plants. Those are relatively okay. But the 1, 2, 3 point zone, which I'm going to get my sulfur, that's going to be annoying. That is going to be very, very annoying. But this is relatively good position. It's pretty high so that, you know, I can get everything situated to. First things first, I need to figure out how big I want my plant to be. I'll figure that out, and then get all those towers, getting from all those stuff mined up and brought into the central location. That's the hard part. But yeah, I can do it. I can totally do it. Let's do this. Okay, and we got it. We do have everything situated. So this is where it's going off to where I'm going to get my coal plants situated. There is my coal coming in, getting distributed. I have way off in the direction, you see a little light right there. That's 2 sulfurs and I think 1 coal coming in and getting distributed. And then over in that direction I have 2 coal and 1 sulfur coming in and getting distributed. And now I just need to figure out how I'm going to get all my compacted coal created. But this has been fun. Building off in long stretches is tedious work, but I kind of enjoy it. It's kind of fun. But yeah, let me get everything situated, get my walls up, my ceiling up, and we will see how this particular plant works when I'm all done. And there we have it. We have them done. We have the walls up, the ceiling up, everything looks great. Let me get down, hopefully in one piece. Perfect. So yeah, we had 3 lines of sulfur, we had 3 lines of coal, so we made 3 sections in which it gets transferred. Everything looks crisp and clean, and everything looks great. And not only is the top edging crisp and clean, but look at that. Look at the bottom. Everything just, oh, I love it. I love getting everything situated so nicely. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, and this is what the power plant preliminary is going to look like. I'm not completely done. I do have the 3rd plant to finish. But this is what it's going to look like. I have 3 lines coming in, so I have 3 full plants being made, and it's really good. This for being set up to be destroyed later on, I'm liking the way it's looking. So I have the center section coming in with the compacted coal, and it's being split off. I do have these things in priority, so I'm using my favorite stuff, which is this stuff right here. I do have it saying left and right compacted coal. That way I was able to just copy and paste all the way down, because there is no section on the left side. It doesn't go anywhere. But that does mean that this power plant will always be working, and I will not have to worry about somewhere in the middle not working. If it's not going to work, it's not going to work at the very, very, very end. And then I can add if I need to get more power, like squeeze the lever last ounce of it. Hopefully I'll unlock oil before that happens, but we will find out. But it comes down, these things, I stagger them slightly so that the pipes between the 2 are straight, and then I can straight and cut and go out into our pump, which I have 1 pump per 2. I could have, figured out the proper way of doing it, so maybe get 3 in, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just lose a little bit of power through my pumps. And that's about it. I have 9 on either side, so 18 plants, and it's going to give me plenty of power for me to use what I need to do. And that's it. So let me finish up my 3rd plant, get the compacted coal over here, and then we can turn them on, and it's going to look awesome. Let's go. And everything is situated. So now I have these set up to connect to everything. I have everything being distributed, coming over. It looks good. I have my travel going into a temporary station, and now we can turn things on. So normally when you first start the power, like I had to do on the other one, I had to do it slowly, and I had to use the stuff for getting each section situated to get enough power to be able to do the next section, and so on and so forth. But now I have a power plant going off from the other section, so it just can start running. So now everything will run in, and hopefully everything will start powering up. So we're getting water slowly as power comes in. It's starting to go. It's starting. Now we're getting enough water, and it's a slow process, but I don't have to worry about water trying to run down the system like I normally did. This water is just going to 2, and it makes it a lot easier to figure out stuff. But there we go. We got an additional. I don't know how much. I don't know how much this plant is going to produce. Let's find out. It's not telling me. I'd have to disconnect. I'd have to disconnect from everywhere else. So let's do that real quick. I think it's starting enough that I can do this at least temporarily. No connection. We're going to produce 1350 per plant. 1350 per plant. That's pretty good for coal. When we get over to our turbo fuel, that'll be nothing. But yeah, this is going to be great. And these things are all up and running, and everything is situated. Everything is up. I have no errors. When you like build 3 of them, so that you guys can see all being made, it's nerve-wracking when you didn't test it. I didn't test it up to this point. But yeah, so now I'm going to run down. I'll reconnect this to the server stuff, and then I'll run down, turn everything on, and we'll be up and running. But I do have an idea. I have an idea for a final part of this thing of just power in general. And because I realized I have something unlocked that might help me. So let me go quickly build it, turn all the power on, and you will be able to then see the idea I have. Hopefully I can do it just the way I want to. But let's go find out. Here we go. We have a battery. A gigantic battery, mind you. But this is what I've been making now for a little while. This is the final portion of my power. And look at it. It looks awesome. Everything's situation. It's taken me a little while, but everything is situated, color-coded. The middle is black. The bottom portion and the top portion are orange. And yeah, each one of these things is now been running for a little while as I've been building. I kind of was stupid enough and didn't plug it into main power after I built them right away, which I could have had a lot more power built up, but you know, hindsight's 20/20. But and I really don't know how much power I have available to me situated, but yeah, we have the center section, which is the battery, and there we go. Power. I can't see it from over here, but over there is making compact coal, and we situate it and do it. And I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, because